In the vast sun-drenched landscapes of southern Africa, the earth holds a quiet secret. Here, among the gravel fields, quartz fields, something remarkable hides in plain sight. It appears to be nothing more than a collection of pebbles, scattered and unassuming, baked by the relentless sun. One might walk past them 100 times and never notice. These are not ordinary stones, however. They are a form of life that has mastered the art of illusion. This is the world of Lithops, a plant so perfectly adapted to its environment that it has become almost indistinguishable from the ground it grows in, a quiet marvel of the natural world. These small, strange organisms are often called living stones. Their disguise is their greatest strength, a clever strategy to avoid the attention of thirsty herbivores. They spend most of their lives looking like inanimate objects, their bodies split into two fleshy, fused leaves. But when the time is right, after the rare desert rains, a sudden transformation occurs. A flower, often bright and daisy-like, emerges from the fissure between the two lobes, a vibrant splash of color against the muted tones of the desert floor. This fleeting moment reveals the living plant that was hidden all along, a brief but spectacular announcement of its presence. To understand this extraordinary plant is to embark on a journey into extremes. How does a plant thrive where water is rare? What physical traits let it endure intense heat and sunlight? The story of Lithops is evolution, slow, patient, refined over millions of years. Each feature, from its shape to its skin, has been sculpted by its home, a living puzzle, a biological machine for efficiency and endurance, one that challenges our idea of what a plant can be. How has it perfected camouflage to mimic local geology? What intricate hardware works beneath its stony exterior to store water and manage energy? In this exploration, we will look closely at these living stones, peeling back layers of disguise. We will journey into the physics and biology that make their existence possible, uncovering elegant solutions for survival. The answers reveal a masterclass in minimalist design, engineered by nature itself. Our journey begins with a simple, yet profound question. How does a living thing persist where so little else can? The living stone's first lesson is one of adaptation. It has not just learned to tolerate its environment, it has become a living expression of it. But the plant's primary strategy is to avoid detection and conserve every single drop of moisture. We will explore the ecological context that forge these adaptations: arid soil, intense solar radiation. Pressures of water scarcity, the constant threat of being eaten, have shaped a life form more stone than plant. A perfect example of evolutionary problem solving. Next, the physical form of Lithops, minimalist engineering. What traits define its unique appearance? Size, shape, coloring. Each is honed for survival. Its compact, rounded body minimizes exposed surface area, drying, sun-wind, reducing water loss. Anatomy up close. Thick, waxy skin, specialized internal tissues, every component serves a purpose. Beneath the surface, biological hardware at work. Mechanical and physiological structures that enable survival. Specialized systems. Deep taproot seeks moisture far below the surface. Highly modified leaves act as natural water tanks. The skin, a marvel of physics, controlling gas exchange, reflecting excess sunlight. We will examine the mechanics behind these functions, simple physical principles harnessed for life support in the desert. Finally, the science that explains these organisms. Scientific studies, mathematics, physics, quantifying the living stone's strategies, measuring water efficiency, regulating its own temperature. These plants are models of efficient design insights into thriving under extreme conditions. By answering three core questions: adaptation, physical form, biological hardware, we uncover the story of one of nature's most subtle and successful survivors. To understand the living stone, we must first understand its home. The story of its adaptation begins in the arid and semi-arid regions of southern Africa, Namibia, South Africa. These are landscapes of stark beauty and profound challenge, where the rhythm of life is dictated not by the sun or the seasons, but by the rare and unpredictable arrival of rain. The soil is often little more than sand, gravel and rock, poor in nutrients and quick to drain. Annual rainfall can be as low as 100 millimeters, and in some years it may not come at all. It is a world defined by what it lacks: water. This scarcity is the primary architect of all life that dares to grow here. The sun in these regions is not a gentle, life-giving force. It is a relentless adversary. For most of the day, it beats down, heating the ground surface to over 60 degrees Celsius. For a plant, this presents a dual threat. Heat can damage delicate tissues. Intense light can overwhelm photosynthesis. Surviving here means coping with extreme temperatures and punishing solar radiation. The very air is a thief, dry and eager to pull moisture from any exposed surface. Any organism exposed too long risks desiccating completely, turning to dust in the ever-present wind. The challenge is not just to find water, but to hold on to it with absolute tenacity. This unforgiving environment acts as a powerful evolutionary filter. Only the most resilient and specialized organisms can pass through. Over millions of years, this intense pressure has sculpted unique flora and fauna. Plants developed deep roots, waxy coatings, and reduced leaves. For Lithops, the solution was even more radical. It retreated from the world above ground, pulling its very body down into the relative safety of the soil. By burying itself, the plant escapes the worst of the sun's heat and the drying winds. What we see on the surface is not the whole plant, but merely the tips of its leaves, exposed just enough to gather light. This act of disappearing into the ground is the first and most fundamental adaptation of the living stone. It is a response born directly from the physics of its environment. The soil acts as a natural insulator, its temperature remaining far more stable than the air just a few centimeters above. Field studies show that while the surface might be scorching, the temperature just below the gravel can be significantly cooler. This subterranean existence set the stage for all the other adaptations that would follow. It solved the problem of heat and wind, but it created a new one: how to see the sun while hiding from it. The answer to this question would lead to one of the most ingenious innovations in the plant kingdom. We began our journey with a simple illusion: a stone that was not a stone. We have since traveled deep into the world of the lithops, peeling back its layers of disguise to reveal the intricate machinery within. Our exploration followed three central themes. First, we witnessed its profound adaptation to one of Earth's most challenging environments: retreat, camouflage, incredible patience. We saw how the pressures of aridity and predation sculpted a life form that has become an inseparable part of the landscape itself. A quiet ghost in the gravel fields of southern Africa, waiting for the rare gift of rain. This is a plant that does not fight its environment. It has learned to dance with it, moving to its slow and deliberate rhythm. Next, we examined the physical characteristics that make this dance possible. The living stone is a masterpiece of minimalist form, a body reduced to its most essential components. Its two fused leaves, its compact and rounded shape, its subterranean habit, are all solutions to the fundamental problems of water loss and heat gain. We discovered the genius of its windowed leaves, which act as living fiber optics, channeling sunlight to its hidden solar panels. We saw how its earthy palette, a spectrum of mineral tones, is not merely for show, but is a functional and highly specific form of camouflage, a cloak of invisibility woven from the very colors of the ground it calls home. Finally, we delved into the hardware that powers this incredible organism. We uncovered the vast hidden reservoir of its water storage parenchyma, the engine of its endurance. We explored the elegant mechanics of its skin, waxy, reflective cuticle, precisely controlled stomata that breathe only in the cool of the night. And we followed its anchor and aqueduct, the deep taproot, as it probes the earth for moisture and holds the plant firm. Through the lens of science, we quantified these strategies, translating them into the clear language of physics and mathematics, revealing a design of almost perfect efficiency that wastes nothing in its quest for survival. The living stone, then, is more than just a curiosity. It is a profound lesson in biological design, a symphony of survival where adaptation, form, and function are in perfect harmony. In its quiet, patient existence, it offers us a glimpse into the power of evolution to craft elegant solutions to the most extreme challenges. It reminds us that even in the harshest of places, life not only endures, but can do so with a subtle and understated grace. It is a testament to the quiet, persistent, and often hidden genius of the natural world. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.